Well, hello, 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 and happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Today is January 9th, 2021. And before I dive into my introduction, let me just make sure I am streaming where I need to be so I can say hello to whoever's with me. So let me just go ahead and check it out. Give me a minute, and then you'll have my undivided attention. All right, so let's see. Am I where I need to be? I am on my Twitter page. So those who are here with me on Twitter, please let me know that you are here by saying hello. Leave comments. Let me know that you're here. Let me know where you're chiming in from. Let me go dive over to my YouTube channel. My basic three platforms that I usually zoom in on. So let's not get the echo going on here. All right. Awesome. And now I'm on my YouTube channel. So those who are watching there, pretty much you know what to do. And remember to go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button so you know exactly when I do go live. So should you want to be live with me, you never miss an episode. And I'm going to land in my final page, which will be my Facebook page, and make sure I am where I need to be. All right. I am. Okay. And I'm just going to holler some folks in because maybe some people don't know I'm here yet. So I'm just going to give a little bit of a shout out. Say hello. Let me know that you are with me. And I will be giving you my undivided attention in just a moment. Please, please, please hang in there with me. Just want to pull in some of my regulars, if there is such a thing. All right. So if you are here, let me know that you are just by saying hello. And then I'm going to dive in. Give me 1 second. There's so much to be doing. Doing. All right. All right, another minute or two, and then you got my undivided attention, I promise. There we go. All right, so I called in just a few of you. Hello, Robin, for being here with me. I appreciate you. So now you have my undivided attention. Let me go ahead and introduce myself. Hello, Sue. How are you? Yes, I am on. I've been a bit busy today. It is Sunday. I had my show on Strong Island Television, which is Joanne's Healing Within. That is featured on Facebook, Twitter, and also YouTube, and then replays again on Roku. So if you did miss it and you usually watch it, you can go and watch it on demand. But now I'm here with you, and let me introduce myself for those of you who might be new to me, because I do have a handful of you who are new. I am Reverend Joanne Angel Barry Cologne, your certified holistic personal trainer, intuitive healer, cosmic energy reader, medical astrologer, master of numerology, and the creator of the Chakra Balance Numerology Cosmic Energy Forecast deck, which is the deck I use when I give you your cosmic energy forecast for the week, and also when I am doing personal one-on-one readings as well, which I want to just make a quick announcement for those of you who might be interested. I am currently holding a special due to the full moon coming in Cancer this week. I'm honoring that full moon, as I do have a Cancer rising sign, and I definitely resonate with the moon energy. I am offering 50% off on my 12-card Cosmic Energy Soul readings, which makes that price $99.99. So if you would like to get in on that and you would like to get a 12-card reading, all you're going to need to do, again, to make it simple, super simple for everybody, no matter where you're watching from, if you're watching from Facebook, Twitter, or even my YouTube channel, go ahead and email healingwithin76@gmail.com. Let me know your availability, and I will do my best to accommodate your availability. The reading usually is about 70 minutes. So when you are scheduling your time, keep that in mind, that it is a 70-minute reading. and I do accept PayPal and Venmo. So if that's something you would like to take advantage of, the special goes on from obviously January 10th, which is 24 hours from now. Some of you are already there, right through January 17th, which is actually the day of the full moon. So if you are interested in finding out some insight for you on a more personal level, that's an opportunity to take advantage of for only $99.99, which is 50% off my regular price. And I would love to have you take advantage of it. So let's dive into the cosmic energy forecast for this week, the week of January 9th, which is today, right through January 16th, which is next Saturday. There is a lot of energy going on this week. As to start off with, this is the last week of Capricorn in the sun energy. It's not the last week of Capricorn season because there's still a lot of planets still sitting in Capricorn, but it is the last week where the sun is going to be in Capricorn season. We are going to be transitioning over to Aquarius energy in the sun. So for those of you who are celebrating a Capricorn birthday in the last week of Capricorn, happy birthday to you. And those of you who celebrate an Aquarius birthday, I'll be wishing you a happy birthday as we move into that energy, which takes place on January 21st, I believe. I could be wrong, but I do believe that's the first day of Aquarius season. But we do have a lot of planets still floating around in Capricorn, such as Venus, which is our planet of love, relationship, and money. And that's actually in retrograde as we speak. So there's a lot of energy in regards to loving yourself, doing the work that you need to do on your actual spiritual self, and also the work that you are doing regarding how you value yourself in your physical 9-to-5 job, how you value yourself. So there might be a lot of shifting going on in that Venus energy regarding how you value yourself and the work that you do. You might actually be giving yourself a raise before the Venus retrograde is over, or looking to get a raise from your job that you're at, a promotion for that matter. And we'll find out more about that, which signs may actually have that highlighted for them this week. Then we also have Pluto in Capricorn, which is the planet of, as I like to call it, demolition. Pluto is the demolition planet, the planet that's going to literally knock things out, literally drop them down. Think about those big yellow tractor trailers that come in and they literally take a building and chop it right down, and all you see is all the dirt just falling down. That's what Pluto does. And Pluto is doing some serious work for every one of us and has been for quite some time. Then we have Mercury that is in Capricorn season and will actually retrograde at the end by middle of next week. Mercury will retrograde in Capricorn season, and that means Mercury is all about communication, your schedule, how you plan things, and how you plan your work. So again, there may be a lot of, as I like to call it, transitionings taking place regarding one's job, their physical job. And a lot of conversations might be taking place this week in reference to things possibly coming to an end or things changing the way things were. So be aware of that with Mercury's energy. And then, which I'll talk more about this as we get closer, but I just want to tap on it just for a second, where Mars, currently in Sagittarius energy, at least for another week and a half, but Mars will also be moving into Capricorn season as of January 24th. So put that in the back burner just for now, but make note that I'll be tapping into that energy as we get closer, and what that and how that is going to influence your schedule regarding work, because again, it will be in Capricorn season. Okay, so all that being said, as I mentioned to you before, we have this amazing full moon that's coming in on the 17th. Now, as the moon starts to transition to Cancer, which I believe is this Saturday, that energy is going to take place at 11:11 a.m. Now, if you know anything about numbers, if you know anything about numerology, 11:11 is what we call a angel number, but then it's also, as I like to call it, it is literally the gateway. It's the gateway to the spiritual and the physical realm, where it's like they meet midway. And it's also an opportunity for you to have a easier conversation with ancestors and loved ones that have crossed over on this particular day. Now, you may not know this, and you may know this, but Cancer is ruled by the moon's energy. So this taking place on 11/11 gives us the opportunity to nurture ourselves and also nurture others as well. So be aware, and if you need to, please set your, I'm going to use the word alarm clock for January 17th at 11:11 a.m. so you are quite aware to that energy, so you can utilize that 11:11 energy to make a wish. In numerology and angel numbers, the 11:11 is a humongous energy of making a wish. And I like to say, when you do make a wish, do not use this wish on something tiny. Wish so big that when it manifests, you know it was the energy of the 11:11. So go ahead and mark your calendar, but also mark your alarm clock for that particular time frame, so you can utilize this energy for your most highest good on this full moon. So this is a really rare full moon, so to speak, because it literally, the energy is moving in. Cancer is moving into the moon. Moon is moving into Cancer energy at exactly 11:11 a.m. this Saturday, which is the 16th. Full moon is the 17th. So a lot of fun energy going on this week. You may actually be feeling, excuse me, a lot of high energy, and for some might be feeling a little low energy. Excuse me, let me get some water here, and I haven't even started. But I have been chatting a whole lot. I literally been chatting since about, I'd say at about 12 a.m. today. 12 p.m. today. I've been chatting, so I've been chatting all day. So my throat chakras are a little tired. So let's get this party started. How this is going to work out for those of you who are new to my page, where you're watching for the very first time, I will be pulling 3 cards for each zodiac sign, which means you'll have up to 9 cards to work with. Each card has 3 elements on the card: a color, a number, and an affirmation. The color represents your chakra system. The affirmation is going to provide information to your journey and also help you to raise your vibration, so you can use it for that. And the number is going to provide a hidden message and also be associated with astrology as well. So there's a lot of insight that goes on here. Most important, though, that I really want you to pay attention to when I am pulling the cards is the color. Depending on the up to 9 cards you'll be working with, you can get up to 7 different chakras that you might have to work through for the entire week. Chances of that happening is very slim. And why do I say that? Most of the time, one color shows up multiple times, which means that particular chakra needs your attention for this week. And I want you to really utilize this energy so you can clear whatever blocks you might have in that chakra, so you can really benefit from the insight that's showing up today. Now, if you happen to have one specific zodiac sign in the sun, moon, and rising, that means you're going to be a triple threat, which means you'll only have 3 cards to work with, which is fine. Either way, we're all going to have work to do this week. Now, should a card show up in a reverse position, there's 2 things you want to pay attention to. First, the message. Whatever the message is, pay attention to it. Second, the color. So whatever the color is associated with that chakra. So if it's upside down, it means that chakra needs a little work. So let's start. We're going to start with the Aries and work our way all the way down. And let's see what's in store for each and every one of us for the last week of the sun being in Capricorn energy. So let's see what's in store for us. The sun being in Capricorn energy. Excuse me, I'm looking for one of my notes so I don't have to rewrite something. trying to see if I can find it. And of course I can't. I have so much paper over here. But I might have to rewrite something, and who knows. But anyway, maybe I won't. Anyhow, let's dive into Aries energy. Let me just put this down just for a second. And just hang in there just for a second. Okay. Give me one moment, and we're going to dive right into our game. Well, not a game, but, you know. Somewhere along the line, I lost the number. Oh, here we go. Here we go. All right, got myself together. I know there was a minute of silence there, which sometimes we can all use as a minute of silence. So now that you've got a minute of silence, let's see what's in store for each and every one of us. Just want to get our numbers down. Starting with Aries. Aries currently, according to the theme of Capricorn, is the 10th house energy, which is all about the work. The work. So let's see. There's our first card, second, and third. All right, so Aries, right off the back, 2 of your 3 cards are in reverse. And you're looking at the root, the throat, and the crown. So let's start off with self-love. So this is definitely your week to do some self-love because it is in reverse, which means how can you bring more love to yourself? When we talk about self-love is not an external process. So self-love is internal, which means you need to fill yourself up because no matter what, if someone were to bring you a dozen roses, because you need to work on loving yourself, you may not appreciate that gesture. However, if you buy yourself a dozen roses, you're definitely going to appreciate it. So really allow yourself to love who you are. And as you do, that energy may very well reflect on the work that you're doing and how you feel valued with the work that you do. Now, 7 and 3. Works out to be a 10, but before we break it down to that 10 energy, let's talk about that 7. That 7 is about going within and really connecting with the experience of when you feel love for yourself. What does that look like? Going within and seeing what it feels like to love yourself. 3, what are you saying to yourself? And how can you change your dialogue so it can be more loving to self? It's very important to get grounded this week. Very important to get grounded so you can focus on how you love on you. 7 and 3 is that 10 energy. 10 is associated to a new way to a new way of loving yourself. So then you can appreciate all those around you who do love you. 10 is also associated with Capricorn energy, which is about the work you're doing on yourself, your spiritual journey that you are here to do so you can value yourself more and that others will value you as well. So that's the first card. Second card, also in reverse, which is about the throat chakra. It's also about engaged. Engage. What are you engaging in conversation? What conversations do you need to engage in this week? And considering, as mentioned, by next Sunday, we will actually be on the 7th. No, not next Sunday. It cannot possibly be next Sunday. Is it next Sunday? Maybe it is next Sunday, where Mercury will be in retrograde. And this is a really great time to have those conversations now. 2 and 7. 2 and 7. That 2 is that conversation with someone else. And just like I said, that 7 is about going within. Going within and seeing how you can engage with yourself. 2 and 7 is 9. So this 9 energy is about a conversation that needs to end something. Something needs to be said so a new chapter can start. That's that engaging. Something needs to be said so a new chapter can start. 9 is also associated with the Sagittarius energy. So this is really about your spiritual wisdom. Your internal wisdom and making a connection where when you are engaging in conversation, this is what serves your higher self, not your ego. Cards in reverse though. So really work on that throat chakra energy. So you can clear out whatever needs to be cleared so you can have a conversation, especially before Mercury goes retrograde. Hello, Tanya. How are you, my dear? All right, we're going to move into the third card for Aries energy, which is all about forgiveness. Now, again, first card was self-love. Second card's about engage. And now we have forgiveness. Who do we need to forgive? Do we need to forgive ourselves? Do we really need to forgive ourselves? Or is there somebody else we have to forgive? So that's something you need to ask yourself. 9 and 9, very similar to the second card. It's about surrendering. It's about letting go. It's about letting go of the heaviness. And the crown chakra is associated to the highest level of healing is forgiving. So 9 and 9 is 18, which is 9 again, which is again that spiritual wisdom that you want to tap into. So I'm loving that for Aries. So Aries, you'll be working on your root chakra, you'll be working on your throat chakra, and you'll be working on your crown chakra. Love, love, love that for Aries. All right, Taurus. So Taurus, as we are still in Capricorn sun energy right now, your theme is about spiritual awareness, spiritual wisdom, perhaps that partnership between your physical and spiritual world. And what's really important to you? Is it spiritually important to you, or all the physical things important to you, the material things? That's the question I want to ask you. So let's see what's in store for Taurus. All right, so this is quite interesting. Taurus, out of your 3 cards, 2 are in reverse and 1's upright. We're going to be working today with the sacral, the high heart, and the crown. So let's right off the bat go into Queen and King as the affirmation. Queen and King, the partnerships, the relationships. As Taurus, this is really about your relationships. That Queen and King, whether it's a relationship with self or there's a relationship with somebody else that you are doing some work with. Having that spiritual connection is what I just heard. Partnership. That sacral energy is about letting go of any judgment you have towards yourself or that other person. So do that work this week. Let go of that judgment so you can really step into your confidence and have a loving relationship with self or somebody else. And let go of, what I'm hearing is also let go of the jealousy. I don't know who needs to hear that, but let go of the jealousy. You are just as good as the other person. And believe that. Believe that. Do the internal work. That Queen and King could be about the relationship with yourself, that masculine and feminine energy. Do the work. That's the first card. Interesting. The second card is very similar to Aries energy, which is forgiveness, except this one's in reverse where Aries was not. So forgiving. Forgiving. Perhaps you need to forgive yourself. That relationship. Forgive yourself. And if it's not about forgiving yourself, forgive the other person. So this is definitely a week to do some forgiving, tapping into that connection with another person. All this Capricorn energy is about doing the work this week. That 9 energy is about letting go. Letting go. Also associates Sagittarius energy, where we talk about that 2 energy that's connected to the Taurus energy. So it's really, really interesting that spiritual wisdom, that spiritual traveling journey, so to speak, and the partnership. Having that partnership between the physical realm and the spiritual realm. Quite interesting. And quite interesting on the third card, which is in reverse. Balanced. Finding the balance between the spiritual and the physical realm right now. Finding that balance between the feminine and masculine energy. Finding the balance to forgive yourself and the other person. 7 and 6 is 4. So this is really about home. When we think about that 4 energy, this is about nurturing yourself, nurturing your home, nurturing your body as well. And being patient as you do this work this week. The high heart is all about compassion, joy, and love. So I'm loving that for Taurus energy. So Taurus, you are going to be working on your sacral, your high heart, and your crown. So if you happen to have an Aries Taurus energy so far, you're going to be doing some work on that crown chakra this week. All right. Gemini. Geminis are in 8th house energy. So this is really about learning to let go this week, learning to let go and make space for something new, finding that balance and harmony in your energy, in the work that you're doing. So let's see for Gemini. Gemini. Alrighty, loving how the cards are sort of kind of repeating themselves here. So, Geminis, you're looking at double root chakra. You have 2 cards in the root, 2 cards in reverse as well. So let's talk about the throat chakra. Very interesting that it shows up in Gemini, because Gemini, that's what it's all about. You're communicating. How are you communicating this week? What is it that you need to say? What is it you need to listen to? This is a great time to sit quietly and make that connection. As the card is saying, spiritual career. Perhaps this is a week where you are looking to shift directions. Maybe you're at a crossroad and you're contemplating a change of career. So spiritual career. 777, that's a power number. That 7 energy is about, it's time to go within. If you have not figured it out yet in reference to what direction your career needs to go, sit quietly and go within. There is definitely a change coming in. That 7/7's a 5. This is really about being more creative, being more expressive, and allowing yourself to have fun this week as you move into your spiritual career this week. 5 is about change, which brings you into your freedom this week. But you got to be willing to do the work, and you got to be ready to have that conversation. Cards in reverse, though, so really pay attention to that 7 energy where you get to sit quietly and reflect. Moving into the second card, which is about self-love. So the first card's about spiritual career, and second card's about self-love. So perhaps as you're shifting careers this week, or you're making that transition to leave the old job, you're going to really start to value yourself this week. Now, you're going to hear me say this a lot for this week because, yes, Capricorn's energy is really about how we value ourselves spiritually, emotionally, physically, and mentally. It's very important to get grounded this week because the energies are going to be so strong with the shifts of coming out of Capricorn sun and moving into Aquarius sun, and the fact that we have the full moon in Cancer and Mercury going retrograde by the end of the week. So lots of energy taking place this week. So ground your energy. 7 and 3 is the work you're here to do this week. You have a lot of work, Geminis, because again, your 8th house energy in associated with the astrology is about letting go. You have to let go of something in order to make space for something new. That's that 8th house. There's a transformation coming in for you. Third card, which you're gonna really love, is all about trusting your intuition. Trust that you're on the right path. Trust you're on the right path. But in order to trust your intuition, you do need to get grounded. Grounded. If you are floating and feeling too much in your head, bring yourself back down. Get out into nature and ground your energy. 2 and 4, the relationship you have with yourself and your higher self, that 4 is your foundation. And this is all about your foundation this week. Works out to be a 6. It's very important. Make sure you're moving your body this week. This way here, you can tap into your intuition. The best way to activate your intuition is through movement. So that 6 energy, which is associated with the Virgo energy, about scheduling, health, and fitness, but it's also about healing, nurturing, and taking care of your home, your body. And that's for Gemini energy. I love that. Love it. So Gemini, focusing on the root chakra, 2 cards there, and the throat chakra. Love that. So if you are watching with me live, please go ahead and leave in the comments how you're resonating with this. If I've gotten to your zodiac sign, does it make sense? Is it something you're first hearing for the first time? Is it aligning with you? I would love to know this. Love to know. All right, we're moving into Cancer. So again, Cancer energy, this full moon coming in right in your sign. So you're definitely going to be feeling this energy this week, and especially at that 11 a.m. on Saturday. Cancer, you're in your 7th house energy, which is really about finding that balance in the home. Balancing your work schedule, balancing your home schedule, trying to balance fun and rest. A lot of balance coming in this week. And perhaps the full moon may help you bring that balance into alignment. So if something's taking up too much of your time that's not allowing that balance to happen, the full moon may sort of help it go, which sounds like fun to me. All right, here we go. Here we go. Wow, the self-love card is really showing up for a lot of you this week. Whoops, let's do that again. Too many cards want to come out. Can't have them all coming out. All right. So Cancer, for you, 2 of your cards are in reverse, one's upright. We're looking at root, throat, and third eye. First card, very similar. I think I read this for Gemini. So Cancer, you too, the spiritual career. So just what I was saying, you're looking for balance. So if you do not have that balance between home and work, this may be the week that full moon is going to help you with that spiritual career, helping you to move out of something to move into something new. That change is definitely coming in. You want to have more fun. You definitely want to have more fun. There is definitely a conversation that's taking place this week. Whether that conversation is about letting your job know that you're going to be leaving, or the conversation where your job is going to be letting you know they no longer need you. Whatever direction it's going to go in, remember the cards in reverse though. So remember, you heard it here. That 7 energy is about allowing yourself to be aligned within. Go within. Allow yourself to sit quietly. Connect with your spiritual career. Stop holding on to something that doesn't serve your purpose, your calling. That 7/7's a 5. 5 is all about having fun, being able to express yourself, being able to be more creative in that 5 energy. And this week, as Cancer, there's going to be a lot of shifting for you. So be prepared to chat. Loving the fact that this card is showing up here too. Also in reverse, self-love. And of course, because you're looking for more balance in your life, that means that you need to have more self-love. You need to love yourself. You need to value and honor you. You need to value and honor you. If you're expecting others to honor you, you must honor yourself. 7 and 3 is 10. It's the opposition of Cancer. This is your week to do this work. This is your week to get grounded. Go into meditation this week. Make time for meditation. But also, again, when we need to get aligned with our energy, we have to do movement. Because if there's any energies that might be a little stagnant, where again, 2 of these cards are in reverse, which means you have to move your body to allow this energy to start to flow. 7 and 3 is 10. 7, this is your first card. Go within. Meditate. Visualize. Dream. Tap into what it is you really want to create in your reality. 3 is about how you communicate. What is it you need to say? And how can that communication be aligned so you can feel more love within? That 10 is your spiritual work that you need to do this week in order to make changes with your work schedule. I'm loving the 3rd card here, which goes really well with the spiritual career shift, the self-love. Then we have financial abundance. So as you become more aligned this week, in that beautiful balancing that 7 energy theme, you may very well fall into financial abundance. Using your 3rd eye to create the career you want to have. Create the career that's aligned to your calling. That 8 energy is about bringing that balance, that harmony back into your home. That 8 energy is also associated with letting go. You have to let go of things in order to bring in something new. If you have too much going on in a space, there's not going to be any space for new. So you have to move things out to make space for the new. Love, 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 love. And there's the 7 again. So all 3 cards for Cancer is associated with that 7, which is your theme. Balance. Balance, balance, balance. Finding justice within your own chakra system. So that's Cancer energy, throat, root, and 3rd eye. Do your work this week. It's going to be a fabulous week for you. You'll enjoy the transition. All right, we have Leo. So Leo, it's all about your 6th house. This is about scheduling time. This is about making time to move your body, nurturing your body, healing your body. Did I say healing your body? Yeah, so let's see what's in store for you for this week. All right. Quite interesting for Leo. Okay, Leo. So what we have here, two of your cards are in reverse. One's upright. We're looking at the throat chakra on two cards and the root chakra. Let's start off with being a leader. This is your week to be a leader. This is your week to schedule time to be a leader, to be independent, to be strong. Very important to get grounded so you can find that time to balance, focus on being the leader. You're independent and you're making great decisions this week. Schedule, organize. Double 5. So Leos, as the fifth house energy, you want to have fun. You want to be adventurous. You want to be courageous this week. That double 5's a 10. This is your spiritual work. This is the work you need to go within so you can see yourself as the leader. I love that. And being the leader, second card is domestic harmony. Domestic harmony. How can you be the leader in your home? How can you be stronger in the house? When we think about that domestic harmony, communication. How do you need to communicate so you can be more firmer, more assertive in that energy? Changing the way you communicate for that matter. 22 is the master builder. You are building beautiful, beautiful conversations in your home. Conversations are going to flow this week with love, 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 domestic harmony. But the card's in reverse, so perhaps there's something you still need to say to somebody that you haven't been able to say. So start to communicate. And third card's about engaged. You're engaging in this conversation this week. You have confirmation that everything's aligned for you to have this conversation. Say what you need to say so you can let go of that conversation and make space for a new way of communicating. That 2 and 7 is 9. This is a spiritual process this week. Use your spiritual wisdom to communicate and not so much your ego. Love that, love that, love that. That 9 is about letting go so you can transform. Engage. You're engaging in some magnificent transformation this week. I love that for Leo. So again, double throat and root chakra for Leo. Love it. Virgo. Virgo, you are moving into your fifth house energy, which is this is your week to want to have more fun, want to be more courageous, to be adventurous, doing something different this week regarding the work that you do, your spiritual work. Maybe you might want to change things around regarding your workouts for that matter. Oh Lord, my daughter's a Virgo. She always comes to me looking for a new workout. So it would not surprise me if she's looking to do that this week. Interesting enough for you Virgos out there in the fifth house energy. All right, so let's see. Quite interesting. All right, Virgo. So for you in your fifth house energy, we have two cards in reverse, one upright. We're looking at the root, the third eye, and the crown. Quite interesting here. So let's start off with the crown, which is about higher self. That 11 energy. The relationship you have with your community, the relationship you have with your higher self, the relationship you have with others as well. This is really about connecting with your higher self so you can have those conversations with ancestors and loved ones and gain some knowledge. Gain some knowledge this week. So again, do things differently. Do things differently. Root chakra, crown chakra, that is. Moving into the root chakra, which is about a new relationship. So as you connect more with your higher self, you may find that you're going to develop a new relationship, a new connection. 2 and 10. You're doing this work this week. There may be a new relationship that actually comes from your physical job, your 9 to 5 that you're doing. Get grounded. Get grounded. Be more focused, more productive this week. You might actually be called on to do something new at the workplace that you are at. So be open to it. Be open to it. Ground yourself. And interesting, third one is compassion. Compassion. So be a little bit more compassionate to those around you. That 4 and 9, this is about your foundation. This is about home. This is about being more compassionate to yourself as well. So maybe this is really about that new relationship you have with yourself. Not being so hard on yourself. seeing yourself as the best version of you. That 11 energy is allowing yourself to heal the relationship with yourself, heal a chapter in your life. So you create that new relationship with yourself. Love that. Love that. 9 is about surrendering, letting go of the old story and allowing yourself to build this new foundation, seeing things very differently. So Virgos, for you, root chakra, third eye, and crown. Love that. Love that. In fact, that actually reminds me of a client I worked with today, where we did a lot of that work about her tapping into her higher self, connecting with herself, a relationship where she created this new energy, a new relationship with herself, and had more compassion with herself. So I'm sure she'll be watching this later, so this may very well resonate with her. Love that. Libra. So Libras, this is all about your fourth house energy. So this is really about home. So finding that balance in your home, nurturing yourself, finding balance to take care of you as well. So let's see what's in store for Libras, which makes sense. Very first card that pops in. Okay, so Libra, for you, as we were just talking, that fourth house energy is finding that balance. That balance. After all, Libra, you like balance, and that's your first card. I'm sorry, that's your second card. First card is healing. So finding time to balance your schedule so you can heal whatever needs healing in the home. When we speak about the home and the fourth house energy, it really is about the shelter and your physical body as well. How can you work this week so you can heal? In fact, I had read something today regarding when you understand your physical pain, your physical pain goes away. So when we can all understand the physical pain that we hold on to, and we can understand it by learning about it, it will eventually go away. That's the healing process. Did you know, and this is for everybody, not just Libras, but did you know that if you change your thinking, you will heal your body? So this is healing. This 6 is all about the collective energy, healing, nurturing, and taking care of your health, fitness, and wellness. So you Libras out there, this is really the week to balance that time to take care of your physical body and take care of your home as well. Love that. And be compassionate to yourself, which brings us into the second card, balance, which is what Libras like. Libras like balance in their life. When Libras do not have balance in their life, they get off balance. So it's very important to balance the time to take care of you. That's 7 and 6. Balance the time of rest and work. Balance the time between meditation and being out and about. That's 7 and 6. That 6 is really about healing, nurturing, scheduling time. Works out to be a 4 energy, which again, the Libra energy is in the 4th house, associated with Capricorn. I'm sorry, associated with Cancer, which is where the full moon will be by the end of this week. So the full moon for you Libras may very well help you bring more balance into your life, clear out what does not serve your high heart. So a lot of clearing out for Libras, which brings a change. There's a major change coming in for you Libras this week. You have to do the work. This is really about listening, speaking, and listening at the same time. Pay attention to what your body is telling you. Become aware of how your body speaks to you, and that change will take place. All right, so that's Libra energy. Double high heart and throat chakra for Libra. Loving this energy. Scorpio, you guys are in your 3rd house associated with Capricorn. 3rd house is all about the things you need to communicate with. And by the end of the week, Mercury, that is ruled by 3rd house energy, is going to go retrograde. So Scorpios, make sure you really let go of what you need to let go of. So if there's something you need to say, go ahead and say it this week before Mercury goes retrograde. All right. Love. All right. I'm loving the Scorpio cards. Loving it. So Scorpio, I did get out all the zodiac signs. You're the only zodiac sign that all 3 cards are in upright position. So let's applaud you. Yay for Scorpios. All right, Scorpio. So you are working with this week your sacral, your solar plex, and your crown chakra. So let's talk about the crown, the higher self, connecting with your higher self. When we talk about the third house energy, about communicating, listening, learning, speaking, teaching, this is about learning from your higher self. This is about connecting with your higher self. That 11 energy is about mastering a partnership, healing a partnership. And that could be healing a partnership with self. That conversation you need to have with self. Or maybe it is about healing a partnership with somebody else. This is your crown energy. This is about your spiritual wisdom. So pay attention to that. For those who are just hopping on, thank you for being here. I want to give a shout out to Suzanne that just popped in. Susan that just popped in. I think that's how she says her name. Loving it, loving it. And for those who are watching, let me know how each card is resonating with you, if I've gotten to your zodiac sign or not. Know that you'll have up to 9 cards to work with during this week's energy to clear out whatever needs clearing. I'm up to Scorpio energy. So Scorpio, the first card was higher self. And based on the theme for this week, the remaining of this week, as Capricorn will be leaving the sun energy, this is about your third house energy. This is about communication, communicating with your higher self, connecting to your higher wisdom, your higher consciousness, which is bringing you into your second card, being fearless. As you move into your higher consciousness, you become more fearless. You become more fearless. 7 and 8 is about working on the changes that are coming in, working on the changes. Working on the changes and working on healing. Healing this week. Take time, that 7 energy, to quiet your mind. And that 8 energy is really about finding that balance between quieting your mind and also communicating. And it allows you to heal. That sacral energy. That sacral energy of healing the wounds. Healing the wounds. The internal wounds. Work on healing this week. As you connect with your higher self, you become more fearless. And I'm loving this card. You have a transformation take place this week. As you do this work with connecting with your higher self, you become more fearless. You will transform. Trust that everything that's taking place for you this week is helping you to let go of what you need to let go of. Have those conversations with yourself. Quiet your mind down enough so you can hear what you need to hear. Let it go and surrender. 1 and 8 is a 9. So this is really about your transformation. This is about letting go of the old story and allowing yourself to transform into your spiritual wisdom. Because there's a lot of spiritual wisdom that your higher self is going to help you with this week. So please use it. So Scorpios, for you, it's all about your sacral energy, your solar plex, and also crown energy. So work on that this week. Sagittarius, you guys are in your second house energy, which is really about your physical and material possessions, also your finances this week, which plays a role with Venus energy. So let's see, what do Sagittarius need to work on this week with their chakras? All right. So for you Sags out there, this is all about your high heart, third eye, and crown. So here we have it. This is your week for a career change. A career change. As I just got them saying, you're in your second house energy based on astrology. This is about your physical material possessions. It's also about how you manage your money. So there's a career change coming in for you. Perhaps you can start to visualize that so it can become your reality. So you can have that career change. A career change is going to serve you more financially speaking. So really work on that. The cards in reverse though. Second card's about balance. As you change your career, and it doesn't necessarily mean your career is going to change this week. It just means the energy is going to help you change your career. That's going to bring you more balance into your life, financially speaking, and just overall. That 7 and 6 is your foundation. So this is going to bring more balance into your foundation, your mind, body, and spirit. That 7 showed up in your first card. So this is really a week for you to sit quietly, meditate, dream a little bit, visualize, and see how you can create those visualizations to become your reality. Third card is about tapping into your higher self. Connect with your higher self and ask your higher self, what career serves you best best that's going to help you financially find balance in your life. That 11 energy is working with your higher self, healing a relationship, but also connecting with your community as well. So your community is going to play a role with helping you change your career this week. Love that for Sagittarius. So Sagittarius, again, you're looking at the high heart, the third eye, and crown this week. Lots of energy in that seventh house, which is about finding that balance. That 4 is about going within. 4 is connected to this full moon energy, which is about your home, your family, finding that balance so you can have more financial stability this week, and connecting with your higher self, connecting with those partnerships, and healing the partnership that you have with yourself and others, and your money. Capricorn, it's your first house energy, the last week of Capricorn in the sun season. So let's see. This is all about self this week. The last week that's about self. As of next week, you're going to be moving into your second house. So it's your last week to really examine who you are, the work that you came here to do, and what you've let go of. Quite interesting on the first card that pops up. All right. Quite interesting. I'm loving it though. So for you Capricorns, you have one card in reverse. You were looking at the root, the sacral, and the high heart. So Capricorns, doesn't surprise me that self-love is on the menu this week. Self-love. That 7 of 3 is right associated with your Capricorn energy. Doing the work that you came here to do. Loving on you. This is the week to get grounded. This is the week to make sure you get out into nature. It's also a week to make sure you're moving your body so you can love on you. That 10 is a new way of doing things, loving you in a different way than you ever loved yourself before. Cards in reverse though, so it means you really do need to spend some time grounding your energy so you can feel more accepting to yourself. So as you accept yourself the way you are, others will start to accept you too. Which leads us right into the second energy, which is balance. This is the week for you to balance that love. It's also about compassion. 7 and 6 is 4, right aligned with the full moon, opposition your sign. So this full moon is definitely going to help you bring more balance in your mind, body, and spirit. Help you to really fall in love with who you are. And that fourth house energy is also about being patient with yourself as you build more balance into your home. Your home could be, again, that shelter, but also the balance you have with your body as well. And I'm loving this third card for you Capricorns, fearless. As you do this work this week, you will be fearless. You will no longer judge yourself. You will no longer feel judged by others. And you will not be judging others as well. That 7 and 8 is 6. This is definitely your week to schedule health, fitness, and wellness into your routine and really work on birthing that energy of feeling fearless. So you can feel confident in your own skin this week and going forward. This Cancer full moon energy is going to help you let go of anything that doesn't help you to feel self-love so you can feel fearless and have that balance between self-love and fearless. I love that for Capricorn. My God. All right, Aquarius. So you guys are in your 12th house energy. And we're going to be moving into Aquarius season in just a little over a week. So you have one last week to really tie up these loose ends, really tap into your intuition, allow your dreams to be expansive and all that great stuff. So let's see what's in store for you, Aquariuses. What will the full moon help you let go of this week? Interesting. Let's see. All right. So far, Aquarius, being that this is your last week, oh my God, Aquarius, all 3 of your cards are in reverse, but doesn't surprise me because it's your last week of tying up loose ends. As of next week, you're going to go into your first house. So you have some intense work to do this week, starting with connecting with your higher self, connecting with your crown, allowing yourself to see your spiritual wisdom, and to balance that spiritual wisdom with your ego. Balance your intuition, tap into your intuition. That 11 energy is that partnership that you have with yourself. But 11 is also about mastering, healing the relationships you have with yourself and others. The 11th associated with Aquarius energy. So this is about you connecting with your higher self and how you see your community when you do connect with your higher self. Cards in reverse, though. Interesting on the next card is about spiritual career. So this full moon may actually help you tap into your spiritual career. Become more aware of what that spiritual career is. A lot of communicating this week. So you may actually find yourself wanting to sit more quietly this week. Utilize this full moon's energy to help you clear out of anything that's not helping you see things completely clear. That 7 is about going within. That 7 is about finding the balance to allowing yourself to be still. Communication. Communicating with your higher self, your ancestors and loved ones, to gain the insight of what your spiritual career is for you this week. That 7 is a 5. So this is also a week to have fun. Have fun, be adventurous, be curious to how this full moon is going to help you let go of things so you can be more aligned to your spiritual career. Third card, also self-love. Once you do tap into your spiritual career and become more aligned with it, you're going to really dive into self-love. Loving yourself, extremely important. 7 and 3, that's a 10. So this is really about doing things differently, but also doing your spiritual work this week, as of all your cards. You got higher self, you got spiritual career, you got communication, you got the crown. This is definitely a week, the last week for you to really tie up your loose ends and get to know yourself on a much deeper level. Very important to get grounded when doing this. Grounding your energy so you can connect to your higher self and communicate. So the root, the throat, and the crown for you guys, you Aquarius. I love that. I love it. Last but not least, Pisces. What's in store for Pisces? Pisces, you guys are in your 11th house energy, which is all about community, all about how you connect with your community, how you communicate with your community, how you rely on your community. And with this full moon, how is the full moon going to change your community, change the way you communicate with your community? So let's see what's in store for Pisces. Love that very first card. All right, so here we go, Pisces. So Pisces, for you, we are looking at 2 cards in the heart for healing and one root chakra. So we're going to start off with your intuition, which for you, Pisces, I mean, your intuition is heightened to begin with. So this full moon this week is going to help you heighten it even more. Very important to stay grounded this week because there is a lot of energy going on between full moon and Cancer, the shift between coming out of Capricorn and moving into Aquarius. So there's a lot of energy for you guys. Really, really important to schedule. That 2-4 is about scheduling, that 6 energy. Scheduling time for you to do your intuitive healing work on self. It's not so much about doing it on others, but of course you'll be doing that too. But it's really important to schedule that time to take care of you this week. That 2 and 4 is your foundation. It's about you this week. 6 energy is about healing, nurturing, and take care of you. Schedule time to get your treatments in this week. Very important. Spiritual guidance. Now the first card was 6, second card 7. I love this. So spiritual guidance, this is your time this week to connect with your ancestors and loved ones. Call on them. They will help you heal the heaviness you hold in your heart should you be holding heaviness in your heart. First card has a 4 in it. Second card has a 4. This is really about the home. This is that Cancer energy. This is how the full moon is going to help you clear out what you need to clear that causes your heart to feel heavy. This is about the home, nurturing your home, your physical body, and your shelter for that matter. Call on your guides for support this week. Okay, that's 4 energy. 7, this is about finding that balance to be in that space between the physical and the spiritual realm, your intuition as well. Very powerful cards. Finding the last card to be quite interesting because that's a 4 as well. So the work that you are doing this week with the help of the full moon in Cancer season, in Cancer for that matter, is associated with the number 4. This is about building that foundation, finding that foundation in your home, finding that foundation in your body, being patient though as you do this work. All of this energy this week between the Cancer full moon, the zodiac sign shifting out of Capricorn into Aquarius, and also all this energy between Venus and Pluto all comes together. It's very important to be patient this week. Very important to be patient. And again, as I said earlier, in regards to whatever physical pain that's showing up in your body, learn from it. And once you learn, it will leave. Very important. Connect with your intuition, connect with your spirit guides for guidance for whatever it is you need guidance on this week, but be patient. Things will start to heal. Your home, your physical body, things will start to heal. Very important to be grounded this week. Otherwise, if you're not grounded, for you Pisces, this energy is very strong. You can find yourself going into this dark space. So get grounded, be patient, and work on healing your heart. I love that. All right. So again, once again, for all of you who are watching, whether you're watching with me live or on the replay, this was your cosmic energy forecast for this week, starting from the 9th right through the 16th, which is Saturday. And you have up to 9 cards to work with. And those 9 cards, hopefully, you have 7 chakras you'll be working on. But from what it looked like, there'll be a lot of you working on one particular chakra. Whatever that chakra is, please clear the energy of that chakra so you can start manifesting the things that you're wishing to manifest with the help of the full moon in Cancer. Remember, the full moon in Cancer is associated with 4th house energy, which is all about your home and your family. Your home is also about your body. And with the 6th collective energy, that's really what this entire year is about. So this Cancer energy is sort of like a jump start to help you clear out and make the time to heal your mind, body, and spirit. So utilize this very first full moon of the year to your highest advantage possible. And stay grounded. I would love to know how this resonated with you. So those who are watching live or replay, feel free to email healingwithin76@gmail.com. Let me know how this resonated with you and if it did resonate or not. And as I said in the very beginning, for those of you who are interested in taking advantage of a more personal reading, a 12-card cosmic energy soul reading, this is a perfect opportunity as I'm honoring the full moon in Cancer energy this week by giving 50% off to my 12-card cosmic energy soul readings. If you are interested in redeeming one, reserving one, feel free to email healingwithin76@gmail.com. Let me know your availability and I'll get you on my calendar this week. I accept PayPal and Venmo. All that being said, have yourself an amazing, amazing, amazing day or night wherever you are in the world. Until next week, bye-bye for now.